Hey everyone! Today we're diving into a topic that affects almost every aspect of your financial life: your credit score. A good credit score can open doors to better loans, lower interest rates, and even better insurance premiums. But on the flip side, a bad score can feel like a financial prison. The scary part is that it's surprisingly easy to damage your credit without even realizing it. So, in this video, we're going to break down the 5 most costly mistakes that can absolutely ruin your credit rating, and more importantly, how to avoid them. Stick around, because mistake number 4 is one that trips up a lot of people who think they're being financially savvy. Let's get started. Alright, mistake number 1, and it's the big one: late or missed payments. This might seem obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people underestimate the damage just one late payment can cause. Your payment history is the single most important factor in your credit score, accounting for a massive 35% of it. When you miss a payment deadline by 30 days or more, your creditor can report it to the credit bureaus. That single late payment can stay on your credit report for up to 7 years. Imagine that. One slip-up haunting you for almost a decade. And the impact is immediate. Your score could drop by dozens of points overnight. If it becomes a pattern, the damage multiplies. Lenders see a history of late payments as a huge red flag. It tells them you're a risky borrower. The solution here is simple, but requires discipline. Set up automatic payments for at least the minimum amount due on all your bills. This way, even if you forget, the system has your back. You can always go in and pay more later, but that automatic minimum payment is your safety net against this #1 credit killer. Moving on to mistake number 2, high credit utilization. This one's a bit more subtle. Your credit utilization ratio is the amount of credit you're using compared to your total available credit. For example, if you have one credit card with a $10,000 limit and a $5,000 balance, your utilization is 50%. Now, you might think, hey, I'm still well within my limit. What's the problem? The problem is that lenders see high utilization as a sign of financial stress. It suggests you might be over-relying on credit to make ends meet and could be close to maxing out your cards. Experts generally recommend keeping your overall credit utilization below 30%. Below 10% is even better. A ratio above 30% can start to drag your score down significantly. People often make this mistake when they put a large purchase, like a vacation or a new appliance, on a single card. Even if you plan to pay it off in a couple of months, that temporary spike in utilization can hurt your score in the short term. The best practice is to spread your spending across multiple cards if you can, or better yet, pay your balance down before your statement closing date. This way, the high balance is never even reported to the credit bureaus. Keep that ratio low, and your score will thank you. Now for mistake number 3, which can be a real trap: co-signing for a loan. It's a generous thing to do. A friend or family member needs a car or a student loan, but their credit isn't strong enough, so you step in to help. You co-sign, they get the loan, and everyone's happy, right? Well, not always. When you co-sign, you are not just a character witness, you are legally 100% responsible for that debt. That loan appears on your credit report just as if it were your own. If the primary borrower makes a late payment, it's a late payment on your record. If they default on the loan entirely, you are on the hook for the full amount, and the lender will come after you. Your credit score will be devastated. I have seen stories where a parent co-signs for a child's car, the child loses their job, misses payments, and the parent's excellent credit score plummets, ruining their own plans for refinancing their home. The rule of thumb for co-signing is simple. Don't do it unless you are fully prepared and financially able to take over the entire loan yourself without it causing you financial hardship. Think of it not as helping someone get a loan, but as taking out that loan for yourself. If you're not comfortable with that, you have to politely decline. It's a tough conversation, but it can save your financial future. Okay, here we are. At mistake number 4, the one I mentioned earlier that catches a lot of smart people off guard: closing old credit card accounts. It sounds logical, doesn't it? You've paid off an old card, you don't use it anymore, so you close the account to simplify your finances. Bad move, bad. Closing a credit card, especially an old one, can hurt your score in 2 ways. First, it can increase your credit utilization ratio. Remember that from mistake number 2? Let's say you have 2 cards, each with a $10,000 limit, for a total of $20,000 in available credit. You have a $2,000 balance on one card. Your utilization is a healthy 10%. Now you close the other unused card. Suddenly, your total available credit is cut in half to just $10,000. Your $2,000 balance now represents a 20% utilization ratio. You didn't spend another dime, but your ratio doubled, which can lower your score. Second, and perhaps more importantly, it shortens the average age of your credit history. The length of your credit history makes up 15% of your score. Lenders like to see a long, stable history. When you close your oldest account, you erase that long-standing history, and the average age of all your accounts drops, which can also pull your score down. So, unless the card has a ridiculously high annual fee that you can't get waived, it's almost always better to keep those old, unused accounts open. Just use them for a small purchase every 6 months or so to keep them active and then pay it off immediately. And finally, we arrive at mistake number 5, not checking your credit report. So many people are flying blind when it comes to their credit. They only think about it when they're about to apply for a loan. But your credit report isn't just a static document. It's a living record of your financial life, and errors are surprisingly common. The Federal Trade Commission has found that 1 in 5 consumers have an error on at least one of their credit reports. These errors can be anything from a simple misspelling of your name to much more serious issues, like accounts that don't belong to you, incorrect payment statuses, or even signs of identity theft. If a fraudulent account is opened in your name and goes unpaid, it will wreck your credit, and you won't even know it's happening unless you check. Ignoring your credit report is like never going to the doctor for a checkup. You might feel fine, but you have no idea what's really going on under the surface. You are legally entitled to a free copy of your credit report from each of the 3 major bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, every single year. You can get these at annualcreditreport.com, the official government-mandated site. Make it a habit. Set a calendar reminder once a year to pull all 3 reports and review them carefully. Dispute any errors you find immediately. Catching a mistake early can save you from a massive headache and a tanked credit score down the line. So, to recap, the 5 costliest mistakes are making late payments, carrying high credit card balances, co-signing loans without understanding the risk, closing old credit accounts, and not regularly checking your credit reports. Avoiding these pitfalls is the foundation of building and maintaining a great credit score. It's not about complex financial wizardry. It's about forming good, consistent habits. Start today by setting up auto pay, checking your utilization, and pulling your free credit reports. Your future self, the one applying for a mortgage or a car loan, will be incredibly grateful. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And do not forget to subscribe for more tips on how to manage your money and build a better financial future. Let me know in the comments if you've ever made one of these mistakes and what you learned from it. See you in the next video.